Hello, I'm Deborah Marshall-Warren. I'm a hypnotherapist and a business coach. I work with major contributors around the world, especially in wellness resorts in Southeast Asia. What I'm often surprised about is how, although an executive may have a huge resume with many experiences, phenomenal qualifications, their emotional resume can be paper thin. What do I mean by that? Like the front office has worldly expertise. The back office can be stuck way back when. Can you imagine your talent, whom you've hired as being the best in the business? In their back office, their emotional life has this sense of paper or wafer thinness waiting to explode. You may not have discovered that this person does not necessarily really manage and deal with stress. They have a wonderful sense of bravado, but may not have a sense of balance. And isn't it a truth that the most important thing is to keep our balance in a crisis, so you continue to make worldly and wise decisions, whatever is going on in one's life? One particular case I worked with many years ago was of a man who was going for partnership in one of the major accounting houses in London. He had been doing this phenomenal role for something like 15 years. He was thrown effectively into the lion's den, a kind of modern-day gladiatorial arena, if you like, because the partnership interview was such that the company hired actors. All of the actors knew their lines. My client had on a previous occasion stepped into this arena with phenomenal expertise, phenomenal substance, phenomenal tributes for what he had achieved within this accounting house over the years. But watched by his peers, who had also been doing the job for several years, he bottled under the scrutiny. And he did not achieve the partnership of his dreams. He was not going to be able to reapply for partnership for a further 2 years. And during that time, 6 months before the partnership opportunity was going to come up, he discovered myself. He had considerable vision, and he came to me to experience and to liberate himself and to create the courage within himself to go back, literally fighting into this arena. What he discovered in interactive hypnotherapy, in deep relaxation, was that he had experienced a situation of, let's call it trauma, but huge fear during his bar mitzvah. His mother had arranged a huge party, all of their relatives were there, all of their friends were there, and her intention and wish for her son was to sing the ritual and celebration. This young boy had bottled under the scrutiny, exactly as he had described in conscious awareness. But what my client didn't know was how this past experience was mainlining into his future, not consciously, but subconsciously. He remembered what had happened at his bar mitzvah, for sure, but he hadn't made the link. And that's one of the wonderful things about what I do. I can help a person connect and make the link, the correspondence, if you like. Because often people think, my goodness, as he did, how on earth did I manage to perform so badly? Something I really, really wanted and had prepared for. What we did was we resourced that younger self. We took his present-day self to the child in deep relaxation, and we invited a mentor. This mentor also was there to resource the child with courage, with strength, with self-belief, with a sense of them being a master in whatever situation could come their way. And having resourced this child, we then supported him with his older self, praising him, championing him, singing his song. Literally, they sang that bar mitzvah song. And the child shone. And what is so amazing is that in hypnosis, you really cannot tell the difference between doing something in reality and doing it in hypnosis. So all of those qualities, all of that supreme performance is embedded like new software within your subconscious mind. And so then we brought this newly resourced child, integrated with his adult self, back into the here and now. And we built a team, an invisible team, but a team that were like gladiators for sure within his subconscious mind. So when my client went back into that partnership interview for the second time, boy, was he a commander of his fate, because he went in there and he shone. He had resourced his inner child, so there was congruency and integration. Moreover, he also had this invisible team of internal bodyguards, if you like. So whatever was going to come at him, he had internal armor. And he also took his mentor with him. The ending to the story, he won that partnership and the paycheck that went with it.